So right now, I'm at the most coolest place. Not really. I like this place. I've always liked it since I was a kid. Hobby Lobby. Cool stuff, cool place to find stuff and do stuff and create stuff. So I'm looking for a floorboard for the trailer. I need some kind of floor. So I figured I don't want to paint it. So I'm going to find something already made so I can use it. So let's see what we can find. Well, they don't have really anything I would like. I'm looking for something cool. So I think I found it. Bam! There we go. Just what I wanted. Oh yeah, that'll work perfect. Got the goodies. Alamo Hobby Shop. Yeah, I'm still going because they still hook me up, still take care of me. Like I said, if you ever need any kind of part, George at Alamo City Hobby in San Antonio, Texas, he has everything you need, dude. Like everything. You don't gotta order it. He's got it. Like you go to all these other hobby shops, and if you try to find a servo, winch servo or something, they're gonna be like, we can order one for you. George doesn't have to order because he already ordered them. You just got to go and pick it up. So really cool to have a hobby shop like this in town because you don't got to wait. Thanks, George. Just put a clear coat. Cabinets are looking great. Almost ready for the handles. And then put the countertops on them. Should be good to go. While I have the chance to paint the frame, I'm gonna take advantage and paint it all up so it doesn't rust and stuff. Light coats at first, just give it a little light coat, let that dry, and I will come back in a minute. I marked all of these. I got them pretty square and straight, and I needed some handles, and I was gonna try to make them, and then I was like counting how many I needed, and I was like, yeah, there's no way. My roommate gave me an idea. He said, use staples. Well, I liked that idea. It was a great idea. I just didn't like the fact that they were flat. So to fix that, I went and I gave them at least 3 or 4 coats of black, and it kind of rounded them off on the top and on the sides. I'm digging that look. So now I'm just gonna install all of the handles since I already got it all painted up. I pre-drilled all these holes. They should just fit right in just like that. And yeah, now I just gotta put all the handles on and this thing will look awesome. Whoa, there goes my handles. It's kind of windy out here. And the last one. I'm missing these 2 right here. I'll get those on in a minute, but not too shabby. It looks pretty dang good to me. I like it. What do y'all think? Let's check in on that frame. Let's give it another coat. All right, I better save some paint for the bottom. I just tried a test piece. I don't want to go all out and do a huge piece of it and it not work. It's always a good idea to just test a small piece if you're not sure what's gonna happen or if you haven't worked with it. These are some pieces of paper I found at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I just pretty much put contact adhesive on both sides, put it down, and then I mixed up some epoxy and I poured it all on top. I'm just kind of curious on seeing how it's gonna dry up. It looks good. That's the floor of the trailer. And that's it. Got a little bit more done today. Started on the kind of the back room thingy, whatever it's gonna be, just so a trailer has some depth. When you look in there, it just doesn't have a slope, and that's it. Made some slots in case I want to run some lights, and my servo wires that I gotta run. That's gonna work my doors and the back doors. Now I got the ceiling all nailed in. Now I'm fixing to put this wall up, put the wall in the back room up, get this door. I need to square this door out. It's crooked. It's not to my likings. You can tell it's crooked. I don't like it. I don't know what I was doing. Oh well, I'll fix that up. I'll straighten it up. I kind of want to make I want these doors to open, one on each side, just flap open and flap open. I don't know if I'm gonna have it just where it's manually open, or I might just have it manually open with some magnets just so I can keep it, because I need 2 servo wires in the back, so I don't want to have too many freaking servos back here. It'll sound like a transformer. I'm not gonna do that one yet. In case you're wondering why I'm doing this with this little bitty handsaw, it's because it's super thin. Table saw or bandsaw one, it's just gonna be super thick, so I don't want a huge gap in the middle when I put my doors back in. And I don't want to make any doors, so this would be the perfect gap. If I cut it down the middle, should be a good gap. Got all my holes filled, ready to sand those down, smooth it up, primer it all on the inside, and let's see how it goes. Dialed in, but I got them installed where they're gonna be. Trimmed them up last night so I made sure they all work. Now I'm working on a solution to cover them where you don't see servos that much. So now I've come to the sanding part, and that's a lot of fun. I stayed out pretty late last night, sanded all the top last night, pretty as far as I can go right now. I'm starting with 80 grit, and then after 80 grit, I do 100. Then after 100, I do 120, and that should get it to primer, and then I'll sand it all again. But it looked like that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's all now. It's just, this is from all the drip and stuff, but then I coated it, so. And then on the sides and the top, I put this fiberglass membrane. It's super thin. It's super thin. I didn't want to add a lot of weight. So the thinner, the better. Yeah, as you can see how it wrinkled and bumpy it looks. So right now, I knocked all of that down with 80, which is this one right here. You don't want to take it all the way down with 80 because that you don't want to get it all the way flat with 80, just because it'll eat it away. So you want to just get it where it kind of looks like, where it's like 80% done and there's still low spots, and you want to leave that. Don't worry about it. Don't try to take them off. You can see where I sand and it leaves high spots. So I'm just trying to kind of get rid of them a little bit like this. So there's a lot there. You can see that whole little where they overlapped. So I'm just taking that off. If you try to sand like this, you're gonna create a divot in your wood. So always keep it as flat as you can. This is the other side I gotta sand. I already sanded the top, I sanded the bottom. That's what it looks like. You can see all of the imperfections, bumps and everything. That is super smooth. Now I need to go back and fill those holes, fill that hole, fill those. Sand it again, find any imperfections, primer it. That's gonna show, right there is gonna show, I already know that. That's gonna show. I still gotta sand the back, sand that back, sand that, sand all the front, and yeah, it's getting there. Lots and lots of sanding. Whoa, too much. I'm gonna have to go fast on this one. Oh, I'm running out. I ran out. Didn't waste anything. Alright, let's make another batch. What are we doing? I don't want to make too much. It just cures super fast if you make it a lot blue. Actually, I'm gonna start with the 220, then I'll hit the 320. Some little $5, I don't know, $6, $7 kit. I don't know, one of those numbers, but yeah, I'll start with the 220 first, and then I will go to the 320. It's all sanded down. I'm taking a break from sanding. It's pretty much sanded. It's ready for his first coat of primer, and then that's gonna show me a lot of spots that I thought looked great, and then it's more sanding, but it's getting there.